Hey all, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining me today. I'm having a really awful and crappy Valentine's Day. I have had COVID the past few days. I'll make another update video just kind of loop you guys in on what's going on. But I just wanted to come on and just wish you all like the very, very best Valentine's Day. Like, please do something fun for me. Like, seriously, like, have an extra piece of chocolate or something, take an extra cute photo, do your makeup extra fun. Like, please do something like super nice for yourself for me, because like I literally have y'all been stuck in my room for days, and like that's not like me. Like, I can't even tell you, I've never done this before. I've always left my room, legit. Even after surgery, I was more mobile. So it's quite scary, and it's very frustrating and overwhelming, and it's very taxing on your mental health. So take care of your mental health if you have COVID, and even if you don't, because it is super important and you are worth it. And don't ever forget that. And remember that if that little voice in your head is telling you that you're a bad person and you're awful and like you don't measure up, let me remind you, somebody put that nasty little voice in your head. It don't belong there. It's not welcomed. Doesn't fit in with your aesthetic there. And it needs to be ignored, and your brain needs to be rewired. So let me help with that a little bit. You are amazing. You are worthy. You're fabulous. You're thriving. You are courageous. You're a wonderful person. You're beautiful and intelligent. You have an amazing purpose, and you are going to do amazing things, my friend. So I hope. So Valentine's Day, I just feel has so much potential, and I feel like that we kind of really miss the mark with it. So often, like our focus is on like, okay, like a romantic relationship, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like if you're in a romantic relationship, good for you. You celebrate that. You celebrate that love and that relationship and that individual. However, if you're not, it doesn't give you like a card to like skip the holiday. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's so much potential for it, because the focus should be on love, I think, and blessing, and just really going all in and celebrating and enjoying the day and just celebrating life. That's what I really feel that Valentine's Day should be. It should just be a time to really let people know that you love them, and just a time to encourage them and empower them and uplift them. Because honestly, we need a lot more of that in today's world. So I really feel that that's one aspect of Valentine's Day. And I did put it on TikTok, and I'm going to share my little challenge with you guys. I want you to come up with 3 individuals in your life, and come up with a way to honor / celebrate them within like the next week or so. And that could be like, I think, very basic and simple. I'm not like saying like go out and buy like an elaborate gift or anything. I'm saying more so like, okay, pick 3 people and sit down and like be honest. Share your heart, put it on the line. Be that awkward person and tell them all the amazing things that you appreciate about them and why you're thankful to have them in your life. And I know it probably seems really awkward at first and like, ooh, this is really strange. Like, who does this? But it's so powerful and empowering, and it really does make a difference, and it makes the world like legitimately a better place. I'm just such a firm believer in that. I believe that we should all be encouraging each other. I just believe if you're thankful for somebody, that you need to let them know, because there's so much that we take for granted, honestly. And then the other aspect of Valentine's Day, well, there's multiple more aspects of the way I see it. I also do see it as a time like to kind of celebrate like my faith and my relationship with Christ as a Christian. And so I do have like Christian views on Valentine's Day. Then, of course, just like all over the place, right? And then, of course, there's the fur baby and family aspect of Valentine's Day, and, celebrating with them if you're up to it. I'm probably not going to honestly do much with Abby. There's like one game that I kind of low-key have planned that I might still be able to do. And hopefully we're going to train, because that's been a big part of my COVID recovery plan, is training. And I will explain that at a future date for anybody who's interested. And then Sadie and Grace will probably just end up having some treats. Okay, so we are back over here for the time being, and y'all know that I might not be staying here, but we will see. We'll see. I don't know. Today she's just like really in the camera's face, and she's not like, posing nicely as she usually does. I think she's just so excited that I'm filming because I feel awful, and they can usually sense that. So I think she's just excited that I'm over here sitting by her and attempting to be productive. Anyways, so the last portion that I think is extremely important, like when you're looking at Valentine's Day, to also remember and to kind of try to celebrate is yourself. And I feel like that's a very difficult thing because a lot of people view that like self-care as selfish instead of a part of caring for your well-being, and that's what it actually is. Taking time to care for your own needs is not selfish. It's essential to life and to living a happy, healthy life. So I really think that it's really hard for people to practice self-care for multiple reasons, but I find that even more so in the Spoonie community because you already feel like you need so much help and so many accommodations, and you need like this really strict self-care routine. At least I do, like for my mental health, and it's taxing sometimes and overwhelming. It's a lot to keep up with. And so because of that, a lack of energy, and the way that society views self-care, it can be really challenging for Spoonies to just go, okay, like I need to just take that time for myself because of the amount of guilt, because you feel super guilty that you have to take extra time for self-care, even though all you're doing is doctors. And it's really not just doctors, but I know that's how like your brain kind of frames it to you. You're like, well, it's just this. It's really not a big deal. I'm not really going through much. But you don't realize like how taxing it is. And so with you not realizing how hard those tasks are and acting like they're no big deal, then you're like, well, I don't really like deserve the break. And you don't actually need to earn taking care of yourself. Like that's actually a really silly concept if we think about like the way that we interact with ourselves and talk to ourselves. Like we're trying to say, well, if I'm going to care for you properly, if you don't make this mistake or if you do this at work, and it's like, it doesn't really make much sense the way that our brains function. I know a lot of it is from trauma and just being sick and, the whole 9 yards. But I do think that taking a little bit of time for yourself on Valentine's Day is a really good practice. And I think it's good to like take time to reflect and to also do something that you enjoy. Some other ideas of like things that you can do are writing like positive affirmations. In a notebook, write between 3 and 10 things that you love about yourself. Write down 10 things you're thankful for. Spend at least 10 minutes doing something that you love. Then spend another 10 minutes doing something that helps you to like de-stress and decompress. And then, of course, as we were saying earlier, like take some time to spend time with those that you love. Like do something memorable. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be memorable. So, and what I mean by that is you actually don't need to like spend $1,000 and like go to Hawaii or something. Like, sure, that's nice if that's your thing. Good for you, whatever. That's not where most of us are. You know what I mean? Like, that's not realistic for the majority of us. So, and that's okay. What I'm saying is like taking the time to just be with your people and your tribe and the people who are important to you. And this obviously looks very different in everybody's relationship because each relationship is completely unique. But for some people, this is like having a Netflix party long distance and, watching a movie together or doing some sort of like computer game together. Like, I know these are not typical things. They're outside the box, but the main thing is connecting and being with those that we love. So I hope that these ideas inspire you. I hope with all my heart that you're having a fantastic Valentine's Day. And like I said, please do something fun for me because I've been stuck in bed for so long and I'm so over it. I don't do good in bed. So yeah, I hope you are feeling as well as possible. Let me know in the comments how your Valentine's Day is going and, what you did, what you enjoyed. I love to hear about it. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. We'll see you soon. Bye.